Hello, I'm XUTT and today I will be talking about all the turtle elements in the Kung Fu Panda animated universe. So only about movies, shorts and TV series, without comics, books or games. Mainly it will be about Oogway, but not only him. The first thing released from this universe was Legend of the Legendary Warrior. It was released in May 2008 and it was a kind of teaser before the movie. You could treat it as a trailer, you could treat it as a mini-series. It consists of 6 very short episodes introducing us to the universe. Video number 3, titled The Bird of Kung Fu, focuses entirely on Oogway. Right after that we got the first movie, Kung Fu Panda, released on June 6, 2008. As we mentioned above, in theory this is not the first appearance of Oogway, but in practice, for the vast majority of people, it was the first. Here we get the new Oogway better, who fits perfectly into the often used pattern of a wise and old turtle with a pinch of humor. There are several key quotes that are remembered and sometimes quoted, such as these two.
Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it is called the present. Your mind is like this water, my friend. When it is agitated, it becomes difficult to see. But if you allow it to settle, the answer becomes clear.
About halfway through the film, Oogway disappears, moving to the spirit realm, but of course he is still mentioned a few times in the dialogues. Staying with the first movie, there are two other turtle elements in it. The first is Black Tortoise of Wisdom, an object located in the training hall. Its name is not mentioned in the film, but it can be found on the official website. The second turtle element is the mechanism in which the main opponent of the film was enclosed. It is based on the turtle shell. The next thing we got was a short film released on November 11, 2008, Secrets of the Furious 5. We have 5 stories here. Oogway appears and plays an important role in the one about Monkey. He has a standard role. He combines his unrivaled fighting skills with wisdom and compassion, thanks to which Monkey turns to the side of good, becoming a positive character and finally a member of the Furious 5. 2010 brought us another thing, the premiere of Kung Fu Panda Holiday, on November 24. A short film typical for popular animated movies about the true meaning of the holidays. However, I didn't see any turtle elements in it. 2011 and May 26 is the premiere of the second cinematic film, Kung Fu Panda 2. Oogway have a small role in it. He appears at the very beginning in the logo, then in the flashback from the first movie. He can also be seen faintly during the end credits when Little Po is shown reaching the village when Pink finds him and takes under his wings. Jade Tortoise of Wisdom also appears in the scenes with Training Hall. Chronologically speaking, we should now discuss the series Kung Fu Panda Legend of Awesomeness. The first episode was released on September 19, 2011, but we will do that in a second. First, another short film, Secrets of the Masters, released on December 13, 2011. This short is absolutely focused on Oogway and how he helped Thundering Rhino, Storming Ox and Croc find their way, by pretending to die along the way, but well, Oogway. Now, back to Legend of Awesomeness. It is a 3-season series with 26 episodes in the first season, published September 2011, April 2012. The same number of episodes of the second season were released between April 2012 and June 2013. The third season is more complicated as it has a total of 28 episodes. The first 18 were released between June 2013 and June 2014, but the final 10 after a solid break from February to June 2016. So basically after the premiere of the third film and some other things, but I decided to describe all the episodes in one place. This series has several turtle elements, including 2 important ones. The first one is of course Oogway, which appears here in many forms, in dialogues, as a painting on various scrolls, and in flashbacks, of course. The most Oogway-centric is the 14th episode of the first season, Ghost of Oogway, in which, spoiler alert, he appears as a ghost. But actually he doesn't, because someone is impersonating him, but the episode revolves around his person and influence, and in the final you can see the true spirit of Oogway. The second element that appears a lot is Jade Tortoise of Wisdom. It appears in many episodes, sometimes it plays an important role, sometimes only as a background element. In episode 13 of the first season, titled Master Pink, The name of this item is mentioned for the first and only time in any animation. A more detailed list of which episode features Oogway and Black Tortoise appearances can be found in note on Turtledex.com, linked in the description. The remaining things are one-time appearances. In Season 1, Episode 16, Ladies on the Shade, the 9-headed Black Tortoise is mentioned. In Season 1, Episode 22, Has Been Hero, you can see iron turtle shells, piece of equipment used to limit the capabilities of the warrior who wears them. In Season 2, Episode 10, Present Tense, another turtle is shown as a visualization of what Po is saying. He's actually one of only 3 turtles in the entire Kung Fu Panda universe, but his role is minimal. The last element in Season 3, Episode 4, Mind Over Manners, one character says, I like turtles. Personally, I liked all the Kung Fu Panda series, but this one probably the best for me. I think because of its more episodic nature, focused on the problem of the episode instead of the longer form. Have you seen this or any other series, and did you like them? Feel free to comment. Going back a bit, between part 1 and part 2 of season 3 of the series discussed above, we got 3 things. The short film, Secrets of the Scroll, a mini vlog series called Pandiva, and the movie Kung Fu Panda 3. So, the short film, Secrets of the Scroll, was published on December 15, 2015. It tells the story of the creation of the Furious 5. Oogway appears in a huge number of scenes, offering advice and knowledge. Pandiva mini-vlog series was published on the YouTube channel from December 17, 2015 to January 15, 2016, hosted by Mei Mei, who appears in the third movie. I didn't notice any turtle elements in them. Finally, the above-mentioned movie Kung Fu Panda 3, which hit theaters on January 29, 2016. Again, we have big presence of Oogway here. We see him in the spirit realm. There are big flashbacks of him showing us his relationship with pandas and stuff like that. Apart from Oogway, the usual Jade Turtles or Wisdom can be seen in the training hall. I really like all 3 movies, but the opponents are they are there because they must be some bad guys. I definitely prefer the opponents from the TV series because we had more time to get to know them. But of the 3 opponents, I won't say that Kai is my favorite, but I have a huge weakness for the musical theme that accompanies him when he appears.
Kai! Nice.
May 13, 2016 broke as the last short so far, Panda Pass, but there are no turtle elements in it. All of the main characters are Mei Mei and Bao, and the second one will be soon a character very related to turtles, but not yet. After a short break, we return to the world of Kung Fu Panda with the Netflix series The Paths of Destiny. We got 2 seasons of 13 episodes each. The first on November 16, 2018, the second on July 4, 2019. And oh, what a turtle series it is. Right from the start, we meet a new team of 4 pandas who have received the powers of 4 old masters, referred to as 4 constellations. They come from traditional Chinese symbolism. We have a blue dragon, a red phoenix, a white tiger, and a black tortoise. We are, of course, interested in the last one. He appears in the forms of flashback, in the form of sculptures, is mentioned in dialogues, and we also meet him in person when the action moves to the spirit realm. The power associated with him, which is wielded by the previously mentioned Bao, allows the user to create, thanks to Chi energy, protective shields, which take the form of purple energy shaped in the style of a turtle shell. The 2 episodes with the most scenes with Black Tortoise and the remaining 4 constellation members are definitely Season 1 Episode 10, Return of the Full Constellation, and Season 1 Episode 12, Sacrifice at the Edge of Time. In addition, Oogway appears here in some scenes. In the first episode, for example, he talks to Po to tell him to train pandas. As usual, details about which episode have what exact content can be seen in the note on Turtledex.com, linked in the description. The last series released so far is the 3-season Kung Fu Panda The Dragon Knight. The first season has 11 episodes and we got it on July 14, 2022. The second season has 12 episodes and we got it on January 12, 2023. The last season was the longest because it has 19 episodes, premiered on September 7, 2023. It is also the least turtle series of all. Visually, there are no turtles at all. Only 3 references to Oogway appears in the dialogue. Po quotes him twice in Season 1, Episode 6, The Lost City, and once in Season 3, Episode 16, Attica Filler with the Self. Otherwise, only in Season 3, Episode 13, The Poison Ravine, produced a general reference comparison to a turtle. And finally, Kung Fu Panda 4, released on March 8, 2024, which is the date this recording was released. We will see how many turtle elements will be in this film, and whether Jade Tortoise of Wisdom will appear in it as in the 3 previous ones. For sure, there will definitely be some elements. The trailer already shows 2 different sculptures of Oogway. And finally, 2 words about voice actors. Oogway was voiced by Randall Duke Kim in all his appearances, except the Paths of Destiny. He's not only a voice actor, he also appears on screen personally, for example, in well-known and popular films such as The Matrix Reloaded as Keymaker, on John Wick 1 and 3 as Continental Doctor. For balance, he also appeared in well-known and disliked films, such as Dragon Ball Evolution as Grandpa Gohan or The Last Airbender as Old Man in Temple. In the above-mentioned series The Paths of Destiny, the role of Oogway was given to Piotr Michael, primarily a dubbing actor with a lot of roles. The list of IMDb currently includes over 150 films, TV series and games. Black Tortoise in The Paths of Destiny was voiced by Mick Wingert, who also dubbed Po, the main character of the series, in this series and the previous one, Legend of Awesomeness. That's all for now, thanks you for watching, leave a like and subscribe if you liked it, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye!